Okay, this is going to be my first video tutorial on neutral and understanding it, at least from my point of view. So I'm going to be using a dagger in this tutorial so that you can kind of see, okay, this is how you would fight with dagger, and then this is how you can understand neutral with the dagger in particular, because the dagger doesn't have a crazy amount of combos, like the katana, the longsword, or any of the other more advanced weapons that people use to do more damage. The dagger is very, very powerful, and it's very, very simple to use. Has a couple of hits. You know, you have that horizontal, crouch horizontal, vertical. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. A lot of people can be using the dagger very, very easily. So once you learn, kind of what neutral is from this video, hopefully your gameplay advances, at least with the dagger, and then eventually moving to the other weapons. So let's go ahead and begin. If you think about the word neutral, the neutral means you're in a state of being impartial. So what I think about when I hear that is, okay, if I'm looking at this bot, we're right now in a neutral state. We're impartial because I'm neither attacking, he's neither attacking, I'm not even defending, he's not even defending. Even if he wanted to hit me, he can't hit me. Even if I wanted to hit him, I can't hit him. Right, so in this space, if you look at this circle, right, we can't really hit each other, and to me, this is kind of a neutral state. So from your neutral state, you have, you have multiple options, but typically what you want to do is from the neutral state, you want to go into a protected or guarded state, which is that blue focus. So the reason you want to be in a blue focus is if he charges towards you, or runs towards you, or grapples towards you, or does anything to go towards you, well, you have a defensive state, which allows you to have the upper hand because your weapon is already charged. Right? So if you think about the basics of Naraka, you have the white hit, you have the blue hit, right? And then you have the red hit. But since I'm already in the blue state, I'm going to do a lot more damage than he will if he jumps in and tries to grapple me, right, and does some grappling strike. So see that grappling strike, the gold dagger did 177 damage. If he were to grapple strike me in with whatever's weapon, I'm charged, or at least that blue, I'm going to trade 500 damage for his 177 damage. So understanding the distance for neutral, and then charging to be in a defensive neutral state. I'm going to take the defensive, right? The other side of that is, right, I can use my neutral state, go defensive, right? But if I dodge forward from this neutral state, where I'm out of range, right, and I'm in range, now if I release, I'm in an attack state. So that's a different story, that's about ranges, but in this specific video, it's about understanding the neutral game. Right, so right here, we're neutral. Right, defensive neutral because I'm behind, or I'm out of range. Defensive neutral. If I go forward, offensive neutral. Right, so then his point of view is he'll do either a blue focus state, or he'll try and parry, or he'll try and grapple, he'll try and do something. At this point of the game, we don't know. Right, so in this distance, you kind of want to check to see what they're going to do. So you can either charge your blue, you can duck, charge a blue, duck, you can dodge, right? You can do something, attack, close the gap, you can grapple, in, and then stomp down. Basically, you want to check, right? And see what your opponent's going to do. So if your opponent starts charging your blue, obviously you don't want to run in there without thinking that he's going to release the blue. Because if he releases that blue, you run in there, you're going to take a bunch of damage. So if he's charging blue, I'm grappling in, well, I might grapple to a parry, right? Depending on, what I think he's going to do. That's kind of the rock, paper, scissors mechanic, because if you look at the, the tips and tricks of the game, you have white, this hit, beats the red hit, the blue hit beats the white hit, and the red hit beats the blue hit. So that's essentially rock, paper, scissors. So this is kind of like the first part of understanding the neutral, understanding the spaces of neutral, and hopefully that's a very, very quick video on it so you can understand how that works. And then I'm going to move to part 2.